Hey guys, here for another video. Doing a little bit something different. So as you guys know, I've been on a large Steelbook kick. Mainly for games. I have zero, well, I should say had zero Steelbook Blu-rays before, or even DVDs. Just something I surprisingly never had. I always buy movies, but I've gone through a really long spell of buying movies. Usually it's more for like gifts for other people, things like that. Ended up kind of changing that just because I'd walked into Best Buy a ton of times and I'd always seen these. Back in September, Best Buy released what was previously a Zavvi exclusive, which is still a Best Buy exclusive if you live in America. Steelbook. So they now have 10 Steelbooks, basically to hype up the release of Spectre coming out in November. My Best Buy was getting really, really low, and actually there were a few they only had like one or two left of, and I thought I really liked the design of these, and I wanted to pick them up. I just wasn't sure which ones. Long story short, I basically said fuck it and just bought all of them. So I now have 10 Steelbook Blu-rays to go through. And I thought it'd be fun to do one each day and give you guys a code away for each one. So basically the way I'm going to do this is whoever comments first, just basically saying, hey, I want this movie's digital code because blah blah blah. Like, just name something you like about that movie in your comment, and I'll send you a message. Whoever does that first. So the way I'm going to do this is kind of weird. I'm going to do a collection Steelbook first, while showing you guys all of them really quick, and then each day I will unbox them in chronological release order. So our first one we're going to do is for the Daniel Craig Steelbook collection. So this is Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and then Skyfall. It was really funny when I was picking this up, the guy at Best Buy was like, hey, you're already buying all three of these movies. This is like an extra $20 you don't need, or don't buy the three movies in a Steelbook. And I just kind of looked at him and was like, I appreciate the question, but I'm going to need all four of these Steelbooks. Well, all 10 of the Steelbooks. So yeah, I'll go into it when I'm kind of talking more about this, and you guys can get a better look at this. But so this is what we're going to start with, and then the rest of the other ones, if you guys don't know, they released the all these Steelbooks in order. Well, basically every James Bond movie that featured Spectre in any way, shape, or form includes it, at least to the best of my knowledge. So first off, we have the second James Bond movie, and I'm a little rusty on my older James Bond stuff. Hopefully with this, it'll get me on a big kick and rewatch all the older ones once I'm done. So we have From Russia with Love next, and if you kind of notice, the theme with all of these Steelbooks is the opening title sequence, is what the Steelbook is, and I'm a huge fan of some like the later like title sequences and stuff, like you'll see as we go along. Next up, we have Thunderball. Then we have You Only Live Twice. On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Diamonds Are Forever. For Your Eyes Only. And then into the Craig trilogy. Casino Royale, which may be my favorite Steelbook once we open that. That'll be a while. Very hated on movie, but I actually still like it. I haven't seen it in a really long time, so I may rewatch and say, oh man, this was shit. But Quantum of Solace. And the second to latest Bond flick, Skyfall. So yeah, we're going to go through all 10 of these Steelbooks. So I'm going to unbox the Daniel Craig collection right now. Giveaway code for them all, as well as basically, like I said, just let me know whatever film you want out of what I'm unboxing, and why that is like your favorite movie, and I'll just message you the code or whatever. But yeah, so let's go on to unboxing the Daniel Craig collection. Alright, here we have the freshly unboxed Daniel Craig collection Steelbook for 007. Very simple cover and just kind of overall look to it. It's so white, it's hard for it to not get a glare, especially with my light right there. So let's get a good kind of close-up. So we have this nice shot of Daniel Craig. And I kind of like this. If you guys have seen, they have, basically in September, along with all these Steelbooks, they re-released all of the Here's a shot of the back stuff that you all probably don't really care about as I talk. So basically, what they did in September to kind of commemorate Spectre coming out and get hype going, they re-released basically all the movies on Blu-ray again with a different cover and I think different disc. And what was weird about it was they had a collection for all the Bonds. But Daniel Craig was the only one to get this Steelbook. I know it would be really cool for them to all have gotten it, but considering all of the Steelbooks were all based around Spectre, kind of makes sense because there were some Bonds that didn't really have any Spectre stuff, so like no Pierce Brosnan things or whatever. So yeah, here's the cover. Really, really like it, and I like how out of things that are like supposed to shine, not just the light catching the steel, you really like that 007 really pops out on the white or kind of like dark gray. And on the back, you kind of see this, and usually when a Steelbook opens up all the way, you get like some extended art. Here's what the spine says, 007, the Daniel Craig collection. But what's cool is, and this is the first time I've ever seen this in a Steelbook, it is a continuing art from left to right. So if you can kind of tell on the spine, that 7 kind of loops over to the back, which is really, really cool. So, on the inside, nothing too fancy. We just have 007 kind of like repeated on background. And then the Blu-rays are the same that you'd see in the September release or what was probably in the Bond 50 collection or the Ultimate collection that came out along with it. So we have Casino Royale as it is focusing, doing its hardest to focus. There we go. We have Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and hiding back there is the smug Skyfall. So yeah, it doesn't list any of the bonus features. I assume it's the same thing. Obviously, nothing would be added on extra here, but just a nice little collection. If you guys still want this, runs for like $20. You can get the movies cheaper, obviously, but I mean for a Steelbook with 3 movies, really, really good value. If you don't want to be like me and buy like 10 Steelbooks, but if you were already going Steelbook ham, figured why the heck not. Also, as Daniel Craig is my favorite Bond, I know, really original thing right there, but figured, hey, might as well do it. But yeah, so be sure to check out tomorrow. We will be doing From Russia with Love, and I will be starting the giveaways and whatnot. The giveaway for this one I'm doing to my dad, just basically because, hey, he likes the Daniel Craig movies, and I thought give him all 3 is a nice kind of cheap Christmas gift, but he got other things, so don't worry. Either way, guys, I hope you had a good holiday. Let me know if you were excited for these other Steelbooks, or if you've already picked up these Steelbooks, or any other Steelbooks that you guys might want me to try and get or cover that I might like. I won't be going as crazy for Blu-ray Steelbooks as I do for video game Steelbooks, just because I'm not as crazy of a movie collector. But I'll definitely be, like, with future releases, kind of be paying attention to which ones I like, which ones I might want to pick up. Like, good example, Spectre and Star Wars I will definitely be trying to pick up. Either way, guys, have a good one. Talk to you tomorrow.